Hello, my tribe. Namaste. Today, I want to talk about a transit that I've been waiting for a long time. This is Mars entering Leo on June 7th, 2025. Now, this is no ordinary transit. When Mars enters Leo, there is an intense Gandanta transit from June 5th to 8th. And as a stargazer, I'm very interested in this one. Could this spark geopolitical chaos? Even an assassination attempt, particularly on Donald Trump? Or even natural disasters like tsunamis, earthquakes? Believe me, I've got my eyes on India, Pakistan, USA, and China. Now, buckle up. Let me unpack the stars, the global tensions, the weather warnings. Smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon. I love to have you in my tribe. Thank you. Now let's get down to it. Mars is the planet of action, of aggression, of energy shifts. And it has been in Cancer for a long time. Mars hates being in Cancer. It's kind of depressive for this actively aggressive planet to be in the emotional and watery sign of Cancer. But it's moving into Leo. Leo is fire. And particularly it is in Leo's Magh nakshatra. In Magh, Mars is a totally different planet, different energy altogether. You know why? Mars fuels leadership, national pride, ambitions. Think world leaders making big, bold moves. But from June 5th to 8th, when Mars is going to cross that Gandanta zone, Gandanta is karmic knot. And when Mars is traveling that distance between 29-degree Cancer to 0-degree Leo, in the Hydra constellation, in the Aslesha nakshatra, which is the head of the Hydra constellation. Oh, that is when the secretive serpentine energy stirs. Hidden threats, emotional volatility, aggression. I think we'll see a lot of that in the coming few days. Added to that, Mars is conjoining Ketu in Leo. Now, this is going to bring a lot of unpredictability. Mars is conjoining Ketu. It is aspecting Rahu in Pisces. So there will be a lot of restlessness, a lot of clashing with Saturn in Pisces for tension. Plus the Kalsarp Yoga from June 6th to July 1st traps all the planets between the Rahu-Ketu axis, amplifying chaos. Historically, Mars-Ketu in fire signs has sparked world conflicts like World War I in 1914. Now it remains to be seen that will it bring the same kind of conflict in 2025? Or even the natural disasters that happened around 1940. Now, another thing that global astrologers are watching very closely is this. Now, the first visual is from Pennsylvania, where Donald Trump was shot and the bullet grazed his ear. The second assassination attempt happened for the USA's Cancer ascendant chart. Mars in Leo hits the second house. The second house is all about national assertiveness. But the Gandanta in Aslesha, its first house, exposes leadership vulnerabilities. The Mars-Ketu conjunction and June 5th Mars-Uranus square point at sudden disruptions, like a security breach. Then there is this Leo eclipse coming in September 7th, 2025, with Mars opposing Saturn, which also hints at leadership risk, though that is going to happen later. There is no hard evidence that an assassination attempt happens in June, but uh, as per my reading of the stars, there is a window of high risk stakes that has been opened. Now let's see what this transit means for India, Pakistan, USA, and China. Let's dive in. USA, I think an attempt at Trump could ignite domestic chaos, rallying his base but fueling critics, polarizing the nation. The USA mediation in the India Pakistan conflict might falter. Trump will try to push aggressive policies against perceived enemies like China, and this could strain global ties. Now, India has a Leo ascendant. Mars is in the first house, and this is going to fuel military assertiveness post Gandanta, especially after the 2025 strikes on Pakistan. The Gandanta in Astrology is in the 12th house, and this 12th house is going to be exposure of threats. So, if there are any covert threats, any plans against India, any terrorist attack being planned, that could be exposed. Or maybe a Trump attempt could push India towards a stronger US tie, thereby risking escalation. If the mediation weakens, there will be escalation, you see. And this Gandanta could find that weak spot. Pakistan Mars is in your 12th house, signaling hidden losses, with Gandanta in its 11th house, straining your alliance with China. If linked to a Trump attempt, Pakistan faces US sanctions, Indian aggression, and worsening of economic woes. China Mars is in its 11th house. This boosts alliance like CPEC, but Gandanta is in the 10th house. And that points at a loss of face. It is a dent in the global image. A Trump attempt tied to Chinese proxies could spike US tensions, China's tensions with US, hitting trade or cyber domains. I think we will be seeing in the future a lot of hacking of cyberspaces. Now, weather, specifically tsunamis and earthquakes. Mars is fire. Gandanta is a water-fire clash, and this is going to amplify natural risks. Intuitively, I feel we will witness seismic activities in June 2025. Though there is no scientific data about it, I'm just talking intuition. India, we may also see the great North Indian earthquake and tsunami, possibly around the Himalayan fault or Indian Ocean. Mars is in Australasia, it is tied to water, and this could point at coastal risk during the Gandanta. Politically, I forgot to mention, I think that our water conflict with Pakistan could escalate. Now, historically, in 2004, Indian Ocean tsunami killed many people. There is a weakness. Though I have no specific predictions for June, seismic vigilance has to be maintained. Pakistan in May 10, 2025, there was a quake. There were several other shallow quakes afterwards. In 2005, the Kashmir quake killed 79,000 people. There is a fault line there. Mars Ketu in Leo could amplify seismic or fire related risks. Again, I'm talking intuitively, I'm talking as per the planets. USA, the Cascadia subduction zone of the Pacific Northwest poses a magnitude 9.0 quake risk. with a potential of 100-foot tsunami. No June specific warnings exist, but Mars' fiery energy and the Mars Uranus square could symbolize sudden disruptions. There are no tsunami warnings as per date, but I feel that there is a risk. China, there is a prediction, I think by a person called Ryo Tatsuki. The prediction was for the Pacific, including China, that a massive quake in a Japan Philippines rift could occur. While this is focused around July, this prediction, the Gandanta's fire water clash points at an earlier seismic unrest in the China Ring of Fire zone. These predictions, like those from Tatsuki or Nostradamus, lack scientific backing, but still, I think we can consider ourselves forewarned, and there is no harm in preparing ourselves for such an event if it happens. Now, here's the deal. Astrology flags risks, not guarantees. The 2024 Trump attempt and the 2025 India Pakistan show tensions. They show real stakes. Even though there is no evidence that confirms a June assassination or any specific earthquake disaster, stars urge caution. Mars is volatile, Gandanta is a call, an intensity call for diplomacy and preparedness. So we can consider ourselves forewarned. So that's it. The cosmic forecast for Mars in Leo 2025. So let's wait and watch. Will it spark geopolitical drama, a Trump scare, or natural disasters? Maybe all the above. Drop your predictions in the comments. Let's have a debate on what we can expect. Want to deep dive into your country's chart or disaster prep tips? Let me know. Like, subscribe, join my tribe for more starry insights. Stay safe. Keep looking up. Namaste.